This is the story of the prophets. Today we will hear all about the prophet Jonah. Now, the word of the Lord came to Jonah. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and tell them they are bad and they need to change and become good. Now, prophets are people who come so close to God, and God comes so close to them that they know what God is telling them to do. Then they go do it. Jonah, on the other hand, turned and went the other way. He found a ship going to Tarshish in Spain. It was far from Nineveh. So far that you really couldn't be any further away. Suddenly, a storm broke out. The sailors were afraid, so each one prayed to his own God. They threw everything they were carrying into the ocean to make the ship as light as it could be so that it could still float. Now, a prophet is someone who helps people know what to do. They went to look for Jonah. Do you know where Jonah was? He was asleep in the bottom of the boat. The captain found him and commanded him to call on his God to save them. All Jonah did was climb up onto the deck of the boat. The storm got worse. The people were more afraid. They decided to cast lots to see who had made God angry. They wanted to throw that person overboard to rid of them. Now, a prophet is someone who speaks for the one true God, but Jonah did not speak. The sailors asked him who he was. He told them he worshiped God, the one who made the sea and the dry land. The sailors were afraid. They knew that he was trying to flee from God. The sea grew even more troubled. And Jonah finally said, "Throw me in and the storm will stop." So they did. And just as he said, the storm stopped. And the sea was calm. Now, a prophet is someone who brings people close to God by what they say or what they do. But Jonah did nothing. He said nothing. But when the sea grew calm, the sailors all fell down and worshiped the true God. Now, our prophet is someone who is close to God. And a false prophet is someone who is very far from God. When Jonah was thrown into the water, he was neither close to God nor far from God. He was sinking. As he sank, a great big fish swam up and swallowed him. Jonah was in the belly of this great big fish for 3 days and 3 nights. And Jonah began to pray. And the big fish began to get sick and then sicker. And eventually, the big fish vomited Jonah onto the dry land. Now, the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and tell the people there that they are bad and they need to change and become good. This time, Jonah went. He went to Nineveh. He cried out to the people, and they told him that they were bad and God commanded them to be good. God said that they would all be destroyed if they did not change. Now, a prophet is someone who is overjoyed when people who are bad become good. The people of Nineveh listened to God's call, and they turned and became good. All went about wearing sackcloth and ashes to show how sorry they were. Even the king and queen were sorry and became good. The creatures in the field were sorry too, and they also came good. God did not destroy the great city. This made Jonah angry. He wanted God to destroy the city. These people were not even the people of God. He went outside the city, sat on a hill, and sulked. Jonah wanted his way. God said, "Why are you angry?" And God caused a plant to grow. To give Jonah shade as he sat on the hill in the sun. Then one night, God sent a worm to attack the plant. It withered away and died. When the sun rose, a sultry east wind came, and the heat beat down on the head of Jonah, so that he was faint. He grew angry about the death of the plant. "Why are you angry about the plant?" God asked. Jonah said, "I am angry enough to die." He thought he might still get his way. God said, "You pity the plant, but you did nothing for it. You did not cause it to grow. You did not care for it. Should I not pity the city of Nineveh, that great city where there are more than 120,000 people and all their cattle?" That's how the story ends. I wonder what part you like best. I wonder what part we could leave out and still have all that we need. I wonder what part you see yourself in. I wonder how you would finish the story. I wonder